time.
Off in the plane, pulling off in a jet. Boy, step back, you gon' get blast. This my runway, this my threat. Keep on your mouth, you gon' get gas. 100 low lead in the tank.
A320's weird something on the tail can only mean one thing. It's a Legion, so hopefully this flight is on time so I can get up to Appleton, Wisconsin, hop in a rental car, roll over to Oshkosh, and then go and do the meet and greet at 2 PM today. It's about 9:40 at the moment, so the flight is boarding in about 7 minutes. Snagged myself an exit seat.
I don't wanna talk to you, no. I just wanna be in my zone. Up in the sky alone, try to find me, location unknown. Taking off, I've been chilling in the cockpit. I got everything in front of me like a mosh pit. Jumping in, bounce around, I pop quick. Jet flame shooting out of my penny outfit. I'm hot in the soup, I can't answer you. I got nothing to prove. I step fly in my coupe. Off in the plane, pulling off in a jet. Boy, step back, you gon' get blast. This my runway, this my threat. Keep on your mouth, you gon' get gas. 100 low lead in the tank. Blasting off, go straight to space. This my ground, this my place. Hold my suit, now hold my
Alright then, welcome to Appleton, Wisconsin. It's about, I think it's about half an hour to get from Appleton to Oshkosh, but because I booked this trip so late, all the hotels in Oshkosh were taken. Where the f do I go? I think it's this way. Oh, it might be that way. It's that way. I've got an hour to get there, get parked, get walked over to the Flying Eyes booth before I'm doing my meet and greet. So, yeah, a little bit of a time crunch, but that flight was pleasant. Extra leg room, nobody sat next to me. The seats on budget airlines are not nice, but you know what you're getting when you're buying a budget airline ticket. But Allegiant, pleasant. And just like that, we are inside EAA Airventure 2022 here at Oshkosh, a pilot's mecca where we make the pilgrimage to come and see friends, new and old, experience new things, and probably buy a lot of stuff as well. Here it all is. We're doing it. And the first place we're going to go is a special place to me, but it's a long walk, so let's go. Hi. On my first day, I didn't get to record much for the vlog. I was truly humbled by the amount of people that came out for my meet and greet, and I was chatting it up with so many of you.
Oh my God.
I even made some new friends. Micheal Melching stopped by to have a laugh.
Oh, I like that. Freeze. Yeah, that'd be great.
I finally got to meet Christy Wong from the Taking Off YouTube channel, and that was all before something completely unexpected happened. But before we get to that, let me cut to day 2. Alright, well here we are. We are outside of the Flying Eyes booth. These people are the reason that I'm here. Actually, you people are the reason that I'm here. Everybody that used my discount code. I had the most uses of the discount code out of all the brand ambassadors, so Flying Eyes decided to bring me up here again. It's a team effort, but I want to introduce you to some of the people on the Flying Eyes team because I think these are great people. So let's start with the CEO.
I'm Dean Syracuse, founder of Flying Eyes. I've been flying for more than 25 years now, and I was tired of the pressure and pain under my headsets, and so I did something about it. I created Flying Eyes eyewear. Temples are millimeter thin and totally unbreakable. When you put them onto your headset or helmet, you will not feel them. Now, we created with one frame shape in 2013, and we've expanded to over 12 or 15 frame shapes now because it's not just my ugly mug that I've got to have glasses for. It's everybody, and everybody's got a different head, face shape, and we want to have different glasses that are flattering to as many people as possible, as many pilots as possible. So that's what we do.
My name is Dee Anna. I'm the operations manager of Flying Eyes Optics, and my favorite frames are the ones I wear every day. They've got this cool magnetic clip, and I wear them in gradient copper because I can see more. Yay! Bye!
My name is Brady. I do marketing for Flying Eyes, so social media, working closely with Lou, who I absolutely love. He's a great guy. My favorite frame, though, gotta be these Ospreys right here. Can I just go ahead and do the pitch here?
Do it.
So we were founded by a pilot of over 25 years who got tired of the pain, the pressure, and the noise leaks that his other eyewear caused under his noise-canceling headset. So he patented the solution. Look at that! Look at how thin those are. Boom, they slide under a headset like butter. Are you sold yet? Need LewDix's discount code? 10% off! See. I got red right.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Sweaty.
That's so good. It's truly great to be able to partner with a company that makes such a required product for we pilots, but that are also genuinely nice human beings. Thanks to Flying Eyes for everything they've done for LewDix Aviation so far, and I look forward to the future. And thank you to all of the people that have used my discount code to get some Flying Eyes sunglasses. You can get 10% off with discount code LewDix for the best sunglasses for pilots. Now, what was that unexpected twist from day one? That's not real. Very handsome, but not real. That's real.
I thought you were going to touch my face now.
I've been touching other people today in safe spaces. Anyway, this is really surreal because I didn't wake up today expecting to make a new friend.
We did become some friends today. Yeah, we did.
For having watched your videos, for somebody that's so respected in the aviation world that puts out really nice, genuine content.
Thank you.
Why the hell have you befriended me?
Well, you were an excellent cameraman for my video.
Yes!
So, Lewis helped me out recording a video. Yeah, it's a match made in heaven.
There it is. Alright, so this is actually the first piece of vlogging that I've done since I got here. I've been busy. You can see the sweat dripping off me. I'm not sure if you can see behind me. That is Captain Joe, and he needs a cameraman. I just met him at the Flying Eyes booth. And I'm going to be his cameraman for a little piece that he's going to do. It was so nice of Captain Joe to invite me to a piece he was doing about the Pratt & Whitney engine. It's pointless me directing you to Captain Joe's channel because you've probably already seen it before, but subscribe to Captain Joe if you haven't already. When you see that video on his channel, be sure not to roast my camera skills too much, but it was very interesting for me to see his video creation process. It was truly an honour to be a part of. It's really been a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for now being on my channel. You know this guy. Captain Joe has been on LewDix Aviation. That's crazy.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, buddy.
So after a surprising first day, it's back to day 2, which was filled with meeting more amazing supporters of my videos and also meeting some aviation companies to talk about what they have to offer. Before that, I met these great people from Rising Aviation High School. Hi boys and girls, we're here at the Flying Eyes booth. Somebody very interesting just came over. I'm going to let you explain who you are and what you do. If you can see from this, Rising Aviation High School.
We are a high school, yes, a high school, but we're aviation-centric. 9th through 12th grade, students are immersed in aviation. We're on an airport. We're at Addison Airport in Addison, Texas, outside Dallas. Students come in, they can get their private pilot certificate, or as far as they want to go. They can get a remote pilot certificate, aviation maintenance technician. We're really just trying to get kids into aviation, showing the pathway from, point A to point B.
And the thing that struck me is the fact that we're starting, or you're starting pilots young. You're garnering that love for aviation young, and also at the same time giving them the fundamentals through literal high school. I don't think there's anything better than that for an aviation lover.
No better advantage than starting young.
Absolutely.
Starting young, getting that head start.
Without a doubt. Very, very cool. If you're in Addison, Texas, please check them out.
Check us out, risingaviation.com.
There we go. Perfect. Thanks, man. Whoa!
It's you!
No way! Who's that handsome devil? So we're in the danger zone here, because this is where we run the risk of pulling out our wallets. However, I don't have an aircraft, unfortunately, so if anybody wants to sponsor me for an aircraft so I can buy some parts for it, that's absolutely fine. Flying. Flying is, yeah, alright.
They work with these too.
I get asked a lot what test prep software I use throughout my training, and that's it. Use Lime for all my written test prep, apart from one for my ATP was Shepherd Air, but the rest of it was Lime, and it got me through all my tests, passing with above a 90% score. So failure, because I didn't get 100. So. Alright, we're here at the Infinite Flight booth here at Oshkosh. I'm with my good friend Jason, who I've spoken to many a time over the past, what, year and a half?
Yeah, on Instagram, yeah.
Finally got to meet him here at the Infinite Flight booth. If you don't know what Infinite Flight is, we're going to learn about that in a second, but I can tell you, I've had many a student come to me in between sessions and say what we did in the flight. I went onto Infinite Flight on my iPad and kind of go through what we went through. So it's a really, really nice tool, but I'll hand it over to Jason. Please, tell my people what this is all about.
Good to see you, man.
See you, brother.
Yeah, so Infinite Flight's a flight simulator that you can use on a mobile device, so iPhone, iPad, Android devices, whatever it is. You can fly all around the world in tons of different types of aircraft. We have over 60 aircraft now. If you're into airlines, lots of different kind of liveries. We have about 1,000, almost 1,000 livery and aircraft combinations. And when you mention GA practice, we like to say that it takes couch flying and proficiency just to the next level. So I just got my PPL about 1.5 years ago, and I'm really bad at math, so I used it for navigation practice, doing speed, distance, time calculations. That was huge for me. VORs can be a really difficult part of flight training, and we have a global navigation database furnished by NavBlue, which is an Airbus company. So we have global fixes and nav aids and approaches and SIDS and stars and everything. All the airports that you want, we have it. Really, it's just take that couch flying to the next level, and or nav practice or whatever it is that you need to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I always say that the in-between flights on your downtime is one of the more important times, because you're reflecting on what you did in the actual real world flying. Having something like Infinite Flight to help you out in between, flights, that is priceless. Yeah. So it's mobile, it's portable, you can take it wherever you want. It's very beneficial. I highly recommend it. Thanks, sir.
Yeah, awesome.
So I'm starting off day 3, last day here at Oshkosh at the EAA Museum in here, where you can come and look at all sorts of different vintage and historical aircraft which tell the aviation story through the years. It's a great place to come. If you're ever here, you've got to come to the museum. But one of the things that I found interesting is it's got the Wright Flyer here, which was the first model that the Wright brothers were able to successfully fly. And as you can see, it's got both a high wing and a low wing configuration here, so they're both together. And the interesting thing about that is manufacturers later down the line, people like Cessna came in and then they said, you know what, we're going to steal the high wing design and use that on our aircraft, which we all know to be the incorrect choice, just for the simple reasons that it makes the plane look ridiculous. Also makes it a lot more unstable in maneuvers and just an all-round to fly. The Piper manufacturer came in and said, you know what, that low wing looks like it's in the correct position, makes the aircraft a lot more stable, just looks better to the eye. They came in and they chose the correct wing. Now for decades there's been arguments and debates as to which configuration is the best, and all I'm here to say is maybe we don't need to be fighting anymore. Maybe regardless of whichever configuration you choose, high wing or low wing, we can all get along. Nah, Piper's the way to go. So yeah, it doesn't matter if you're a high wing guy, a low wing girl, makes no difference whatsoever. We should all just be able to get along. Oh my God. Come on. found it, the correct wing position company. This is the Piper Pilot. I've always been very interested since it came out to actually get to fly it. It's 180 horsepower, great handling characteristics, 14,000 foot service ceiling, as if students are getting that high anyway. Long wingspan, tapered wings, just a beautiful looking aeroplane with the wings in the correct position. And yeah, I've always been interested to fly one of these birds. Excuse me guys, this is designed just genuinely for training only?
Yes.
It is? Okay, perfect.
By the way, I love your videos.
Thank you, I appreciate it, thank you so much.
Watch your videos, feel like I'm about to see it.
Nice, oh that's so cool. Would you mind doing a piece to camera with me in a second? Yeah? Alright, but the interesting thing about this is that it's not got the regular seating configuration. It's not got the regular 2 in the front and then the back bench. It's got 2 in the front, of course, for the pilot and the instructor, and then it's got 1 seat in the back, which is for the observer. As CFIs, we like to advocate for doing some backseat flying. If you know somebody that's going flying, you can kind of sit in the back seat and observe a lesson so you can learn stuff, kind of take it all in. That's kind of what the back seat is designed to do in the Piper Pilot 100i. So really cool aeroplane. I'd love to fly one day. I'm going to put you all on the spot here. Well, I was just kind of browsing around at the Piper exhibit and stumbled across some people that have seen the YouTube channel. So names, ratings, and kind of what your goals are, I suppose. Let's start with you.
This Paige, I'm an intern for Piper for the summer. I go to Purdue University. I have commercial, instrument, and multi, working on CFI. And I'm not really sure yet, just keeping the doors open, waiting to see what happens in the industry.
Nice, very, very cool, very cool. And yourself?
All right, I'm Brent. I'm a flight instructor for Purdue University. I'll also be a senior there this year, and I'm hopefully airline bound one day.
Nice, very cool.
Yeah, and if you're seeing a
we don't care about you.
Okay.
Thanks, Nod.
Yeah, if you're seeing a pattern, I'm also from Purdue. My name's Nick, and I just got my CFI this May, and then hopefully kind of the same thing, leaving doors open, maybe the airlines, something like that.
There we go. How was the check ride for the CFI?
You know, honestly, the preparation kind of made it easier during the check ride. I was definitely more nervous before, but like I was telling him earlier, I was watching some of his videos, kind of get excited like right before training got started. So it kind of helped me actually get through all the lesson plans.
Nice, nice. So, yeah. That's really cool. I appreciate that. Yeah. How long was the oral for the CFI?
The oral, we took lots of breaks. We had like a lunch break and stuff, but honestly the oral in total was probably 4 hours. So that probably sounds about right. The flight was, you know, about the same length as like the commercial.
Right. There's always a running joke on my channel that I don't like Cessnas because the wing's in the incorrect position. So you're interning at the correct company.
I know.
Okay. All right, guys. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Come across My Pilot Pro, which if you didn't know, these things I swear by. These are the GoPro mounts that I use to mount the GoPros in the aircraft, in and around the aircraft. Great company, great product, and I'd like to introduce you to this gentleman here. What's your name, and explain the story behind My Pilot Pro?
You bet. Hi, I'm Marshall Baker. I'm the owner of My Pilot Pro. The story behind it is back in 2014, I was going through private pilot's training in the East Coast. I always come home and I would verbally tell my wife how my flight went for the day, and she was always asking about it. And so I got to the point I was like, man, I want to show you how my flight went. So I went to my flight instructor and I asked him, hey, do you mind if I hook some on the outside of the plane to record flights? And he said, well, let me see the mount. So I showed him the mount, and he said, go for it. That night I was able to come home and show my wife my crummy landing. So yeah, that's kind of how the company started back in 2014. Been in business about 8 years, and we've just grown and grown and grown. So
you contacted me, I think it was back in 2019. I was literally about to get to operate a flight at the airline, and I received an email from you, so I gave you a call. You agreed to send me some of your GoPro mounts, which from that moment I have used nothing but
My Pilot Pro GoPro mounts. I swear by these things. So you make an absolutely amazing product. Really helps us out. All approved with the FAA to...
They are, yeah. So the reason being, if you take a look at the mount that hooks up, if you imagine this being the tie-down ring right there, right in the middle, you just sandwich it in there. Then you take the cam lever, and you're going to want to do a lot tighter. I'm going to show you here, but you take the cam lever and simply lock that in. Once that's in there, it's locked into your aircraft. We do take it a step further though, and take the safety cotter pin and put it in there. Once that's in there, there's no way that this is going to come out. But to answer Lou's question is, the FARs are chock full of language that say if you attach something even to the cockpit or the exterior of your aircraft and you use a tool, a screwdriver, a pliers, a wrench, the FAA wants to know about it. But if you don't use a tool, you're fine, and that's what that is. It's that cam lever, just locks it in there.
Perfect. My Pilot Pro, there is a link in the description. I am an affiliate of My Pilot Pro, so if you buy anything through My Pilot Pro, I get a little bit of kickback. So that's a good way to support the channel. And also, I get a lot of questions about how to start recording in flight and stuff like that, and My Pilot Pro is the place to start. So beautiful. Thanks so much, Marshall.
Thanks, Lou.
Thanks, brother.
With Oshkosh coming to an end, there was time for one last stop. Air shows are great places for people like me to meet new companies to see what they have to offer, and I'm very glad I made the final stop to chat with the lovely people at Lively Aviation.
This is something that I've known about for a long time. Really think it's a benefit to everybody that's in flight training, whether you're a student all the way up to CFI. Really helpful for you. So I'm going to introduce you to people at Lively Aviation.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for that awesome introduction. I'm Jeff Lively, and this is Jennifer Lively. We are the owners of Lively Aviation, and so primarily what we do is we take the FAR aim, and that's an F-35.
That's it, yeah, that's it. It's all right, we'll wait for you.
We take the FAR aim, and we tab it out depending on what certificate or rating you're pursuing. So this is actually a private pilot edition, and it's a really neat tool because ASA has this awesome tool at the beginning of the FAR aim, suggested study list. And what we do is we tab out every single regulation that they recommend. We've been really blessed. We've helped over 5,000 pilots here in the United States. How this product came to be, I was going through my instrument training and I was having a really tough time learning the regs. So what I did is I went ahead and created this, the Tab FAR aim. It helped me pass my instrument, and I'm very thankful to have helped so many others.
Absolutely. Not only can you get it pre-tabbed, but you can also tab it yourself. There's the option for that as well. Yeah, it's a great product for student pilots all the way up to CFI. So Lively Aviation, there's a link in the description for you to go and pick yourself up some either a tab FAR aim or just get the tabs and do it yourself. Thanks a lot, guys.
And just as quickly as it started, that is the end of EAA Airventure 2022 here at Oshkosh. Met up with friends, met up with some new great people, met a lot of viewers of the channel that enjoy what I do, which is always a privilege to meet you people that come and see me at air shows like this. It's a really humbling experience. Thank you to everybody that stopped by. So hopefully you've enjoyed it, and it's kind of given you an insight into what goes on, at least for me, at somewhere like Oshkosh. It's been great. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave it a like. Subscribe to LewDix Aviation if you haven't subscribed already. It's time to go back to Orlando.
You know I've been flying, I've been in the sky, touching clouds, ain't denying. Smiling, 100 knots on the dash, set my pitch, swap my trim, I keep on climbing. Straight to the top, I've been on my way. This ain't nothing new, I do it every day. I better myself, level up, I treat this like a game.